What a night at Petco. Brotherly love, San Diego edition. Austin beats Aaron. Padres over the Phillies 1-0. It's like the first time ever that you have a 1-0 game where the hit is off a brother in the history of the sport. Like, it's the first time ever, or at least since 1900, where that happens. That's what occurred here tonight. One brother beats the other. Padres, we said just the other day, Jim, we don't care how they win right now with Machado out and others, including Tatis, but the Padres do win tonight 1-0. There's so much to get into in this game, even though only one measly run was scored. It is the wrap-up show with John and Jim. We'll be with you for the next hour. As you make your way in, great way to support this channel is with the Super. We will start right now with our buddy Christopher Wright. Thank you, Christopher, for getting us started. A reminder as well, subscribe. We have year-round Padres content for you. Year-round exclusive Padres content. If you're a Padres fan, all we ask is you subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Smash the like button for us. Follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD, at John and Jim. Clap emojis for Christopher Wright getting us started. Okay? Clap emojis. And he's right. By the way, ninth inning, I'm yelling at Chris, and I'm like, here we go. And he's 3-0 on the number 9 hitter who's pinch hitting. I'm like, are you serious? Me, Schwarber's on deck? Like, what are you doing? So it was a complete heart attack of a ninth inning. I don't know if Gore is back, Jim. We can get into that, but it was more than effective. 5 scoreless. That's the end result. It was Snell, but better because he went 5 scoreless innings. Velocity was down a little bit, but that's a bounce back for MacKenzie Gore after his last 2 starts against Colorado. That's for sure.
Dude, you take out the 2 starts against Colorado, his ERA is like 1.3.
You're right. Yeah.
Right? It wasn't pretty. It was very Blake Snellish tonight, in and out of a lot of trouble, a lot of pitches, walks. But the one thing that he did was he got through 5 and he gave up no runs. He managed to get out of every jam that he put himself into. And for him personally, this has to feel really good, even though the outing overall wasn't like great, maybe by his standards. Like, you still come out of it like, I wasn't really good tonight, but when I look at the box score, gave up no runs, went 5, and I definitely gave the team a chance to win, obviously, by not giving up any runs. Bullpen again was amazing. They've been amazing this week, right? They've been great.
Yep, bullpen's been good. I mean, Rogers gave everyone a heart attack, and Rogers has had some of those moments. I mean, bases loaded, Kyle Schwarber, like, I'm not feeling great in that spot.
No, especially after he walks the dude before him.
Yeah, like, who's the dude before him?
His slider looks very hittable.
And also, he's unable to consistently throw it for strikes even in the same inning. You know, he couldn't throw it for strikes a couple times. And by the way, he wasn't helped out by Hosmer. I thought, I mean, almost every defensive first baseman in the sport gets the ball that he didn't get to earlier in the inning. So there was that as well. But think about Gore for a second. Think about Gore. And while I'm with you, I don't know if it's the best he's pitched this year. That lineup's legitimate. We talked about it all day. He got Harper in 2 crazy spots. He got Harper with the bases loaded, right? He got him 2 on. Yeah, bases loaded in the 3rd. He flied out.
And then 2 on, 2 out.
Yep, exactly. In the 5th inning. He got out of 2 on, no out in the 3rd. That's how it started. 2 on, 2 out in the 4th. 2 on, 1 out in the 5th. Like, those are the jams he started with and got out of all of them. Again, it's a Houdini act that you probably don't want to do every time you're pitching, especially against a lineup like Philadelphia's. But end result, man, it is an end result business, and he did not allow a run.
So he's got, 8 shutout this year versus the Phillies?
Good point. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Very good. So I know it's just only 1 start after his last one, obviously, duh. But, like, as of right now, I'm just going to check off he can't pitch against the Rockies.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I'm excited to see him, nervously excited to see him against the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. That's what it's going to be. I mean, he's going to start, presumably.
It's going to be tough.
At Dodger Stadium. And yeah, it will. Thank you again, Christopher, for the super. Thank you, guys, as you make your way in. Please subscribe. Year-round Padres content for you. Padres over the Phillies in an absolute thriller. Again, it doesn't have to be high scoring to be
1-0 games can be extremely exciting.
This was an amazing game. And the Nola situation, which we'll get into, was incredibly good theater with his family in the stands and his dad wearing both jerseys. Right. And the family's just freaking out. They didn't even know what to do.
Like, yay.
Matthew, thank you as always for this super. He says, just win needs to be an MLBPA t-shirt for San Diego. Well, they just unveiled the LFGSD t-shirt, but just win is kind of the theme of the without Manny Machado week that the Padres are in right now.
And we both said once Machado went down, there will be no criticism, or at least not ridiculous criticism of this offense or this lineup. Now, the other day, we definitely talked about lineup, how it was written with no Voit or Cronenworth, but still, no matter what, like, I can't fault that lineup at all for what it did. And the lineup that's been out there since Monday night, they're 4-1, and there's zero bad things to say about it because they're 4-1. That's all that matters. And I don't care that they only scored 1 run tonight. I don't care if, this team at times looks horrific on offense. I mean, it is what it is at this point, and all that matters is winning the game. And they won tonight 1-0, which we said, like, I don't care if they win 1-0 with 1 freaking hit. I don't care if they win 1-0 with no hits, right? That's all that matters.
Right.
When Machado's out and Tatis.
And I also said this, and you said as well, if Eric Hosmer could step up in the absence of Manny Machado, we'd both be in favor of it. And by the way, he hasn't been perfect. He's had some big moments. This game will be remembered as the Austin Nola, Aaron Nola dynamic. That's how it'll be remembered, like in the history of baseball. It's interesting. It's a unique game for it to end 1-0 and with brothers going against each other and a brother beating a brother. However, prior to the Nola single, Hosmer doubled. Yep. Hosmer scores the only run in the game. Hosmer had homered in 2 of the previous 3 games coming in. I want to say he's now hitting 4 straight. It might be 3 straight. But he's had a modestly successful week hitting, obviously, in the absence of Manny Machado. I think it at least should be noted.
You are right. A lot of times it's not pretty on defense and at the plate. It's a lot of times it's not pretty, but he has helped his team win over this week.
He has. He really has. I mean, he honestly has, and we'll be critical again. I doubt this is how the year will end. I hope he hits for 90 games. I hope, but he hasn't proven to be able to do that.
Like, his defense is very suspect tonight in the 9th inning. Like, you're kind of,
I don't know what he's doing on that ball. Like, I have no idea.
What route are you taking? I don't know.
He's like circuitous and slow to the ball and hesitant. I think is a good description of what he did.
He's just always he's not whatever. But without the double, they don't win, because the double, followed by the Nola single, they don't win.
How about the Nola single too? And I haven't even watched it again on replay, Jim, but he took a pitch that is tough to hit up. Was it up and away?
It was up and away, and he just went the other way with it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was hard to even get around on that thing, and he did it and kept it fair. It was a good piece of hitting because it was a tough pitch to hit and keep fair and do what he's able to do, which was driving Eric Hosmer. So he deserves credit, obviously. Jake, thank you. Jake, who's joining us from Arizona.
Is really bad.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Really? Because I have full
oh boy.
Full bars.
Well, John Schaefer's got the internet problems tonight.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you see me?
What? Check 1 2. John Schaefer, are you there?
You don't have me?
I have you now.
Remember that one day you made me leave the chat and then ended the chat?
I'm not kidding this time though.
All right, but can we?
You're fine now. You're fine now. It was bad. Okay. It was bad 20 seconds ago. You're fine.
Here's the deal though, and now I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Jake, who was with us on the radio earlier today, is a loyal viewer and listener of John and Jim. So Jake, thank you for the super. He's in Phoenix. And he's driving in a monsoon. So be careful, Jake, if you're watching the wrap-up show and driving in a monsoon. Thank you for the super chat. He says, #GoPadres. If you're a Padres fan tonight, Jim, this is an awesome night. I mean, they're back to 17 over. Manny Machado's working his way back. He's doing the agility drills for a second consecutive day. You win with great pitching, which is the only way to win tonight. You can't win without the great pitching when you score 1 run. I think it's a great night, honestly. If you're a Padres fan, it's hard to complain tonight.
Like, sometimes, and we said this at the beginning of the show, sometimes 1-0 games are, at the end of the day, are kind of the most fun.
Right.
Because every pitch means something. Because one pitch could ruin, you lose the game. Or it's tie game. And
absolutely,
this offense was not scoring more than 1 run tonight. No chance in hell.
Well, I texted you and I said, They're not scoring off Aaron Nola.
No.
I was convinced of it. He was so locked in. He's facing his brother. He was locked in a year ago against his brother. I remember. He's pitched brilliantly. I want to say he was 5-0 in his last 5 starts. He has been among the best pitchers in the National League. Man. He's a former 7th overall pick. MacKenzie Gore's a former 3rd overall pick.
Is like literally unhittable.
He is legit having some of the best success of his career right now, and they still scratched a run off him. Yeah. And that's not great offense, obviously. I was surprised that they were able to score off him, but Hosmer and his brother.
It proves how much pitching means. And sometimes you just need to get one run with the pitching you got, and that's what they did tonight. And the bullpen was great. I mean, Nabil Crismatt has been.
Oh my gosh.
When is that mural going up? Can we get that mural of Nabil Crismatt up, please?
Luis Garcia has been really good.
Taylor Rogers has been. Taylor Rogers is working a lot.
Saves. Yeah.
This has got to be some of the most work that Taylor Rogers has done his entire career, right?
No question. He's got 2.70 ERA. This is his 22nd save. He threw 1 million pitches. How many pitches did he throw?
26 or something.
He threw 29.
29. Jesus.
That's a high leverage inning.
So he won't be pitching tomorrow.
I'd be surprised. He might be able to, but I mean, closers should bounce back, but he might not. You're right. He might not.
You just hope that this bullpen will get more reinforced, like Suarez and Pomeranz.
Yeah, they could use him now, because this stretch has been so crazy. I mean, this stretch has been crazy.
Right.
Like, they could really use the reinforcements before the All-Star break.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're coming or not.
I don't know either, but they're still. I mean, they're playing good ball.
And
4-1 in I honestly Sunday night season's over.
No, Sunday during the day.
Sunday during the day. Now we weren't that extreme, but it felt
as a fan, you're thinking,
oh my God, Manny's gonna be out for how long? How is this team gonna survive? And it was like, okay, reset, let all the emotions go away, and you think about it. Just take it one game at a time. Don't think about this long stretch of however long Manny's out, like 2 weeks. Don't think about, oh my God, what are they going to do for 17 games or whatever it is? Just worry about one game at a time. And that's what the mindset has to be. And so far this week, it feels that way. 4-1 while Manny's out. That it's kind of crazy, after that.
It's kind of miraculous, I think would be a good word to describe it. I mean, Bob Melvin zoomed into the hitters meeting Monday. We talked about this on the wrap-up show earlier this week and said, just treat every game that Manny's out as if he has an off day. And don't make up for man. Don't be Manny Machado.
No,
he has an off day.
Who cares what we have out there? Just go out and ball. Yeah. Some lineups are, but you know what I mean? Like when you have everyone that's available out there.
Right. All right, Jesse is in Hawaii. Thank you for the super. Thank you guys for all the supers, all your support of this channel. It means a ton to us. If you're a Padres fan, please subscribe. We have year-round Padres content. We'll tell you about our partners, including our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance, in a moment. Make sure to smash the like button for a Padres win as well. And a super is a great way to support this channel, as Jesse has just done. You can click the dollar sign down below. Jesse in Hawaii says, if Gore had the same outing like last start, then I would have been worried. Me too, by the way. Jim as well. But thank God he didn't, and he pitched well, LFGSD. 1,000% accurate. I think if he allows 6 runs in 3 innings tonight, Jim, I'm not trusting him to start at Dodger Stadium next week. I promise you that.
I mean, we talked to Kevin today during John and Jim, and he agreed, this is a big start for Gore. Just because if he has another bad outing, you have to now start, if you're Melvin and Niebla, you got to start thinking about, all right, do we skip his next start? Do we move him to the bullpen? Are they good? Should we send him down to maybe try to fix some things? Has he hit the rookie wall? Mm-hmm. There would have been some major decisions that would had to have been made if Gore went out tonight and did not pitch well. Now, he didn't pitch great, but he pitched well enough that he absolutely deserves another start after this. No doubt about it.
Yep.
Now, would it have been the end of the world if he had a bad start and they skipped the next start? No, because you got Nick Martinez to back him up. They have the pitching. Just obviously for everyone's psyche, it's better to see Gore went out there and pitched 5 scoreless.
100%. Jesse, thank you again for the super, and thank you to Hey There 123 for the super tonight.
Well,
thank you so much.
There. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, guys. Thank you again. You can hit that $ down below to support this channel. We'll get to all the supers as always here tonight on a busy Friday night. Padres over the Phillies in really a remarkable game. Great game down at Petco Park in front of that huge crowd. 1-0. Hey There 123 says, good win tonight, boys. Going to be at the game tomorrow. A bit nervous about Snell pitching, but hoping for the best. All right, Jim. So what do we sign up for right now from Blake Snell on a Saturday night against Philadelphia at Petco? What are we taking?
The same thing that Gore did tonight.
Well, sure. We'll take 5 scoreless.
Right.
I will. If the end result is a goose egg, I'm okay with it. I'm more than okay with it. But I would take even. I'll start it here. It's a 3.6 ERA. Anytime you go 5 innings, 2 runs. Give me 5 innings, 2 runs. Take my chances.
Same.
Because it could be worse than that. We've seen him be worse than that against the Phillies too.
Right. Will I enjoy watching it? No.
Probably not.
But it is what it is, dude. Whenever Snell pitches, it's literally a coin flip.
Yeah, because half the time he's actually pretty good, and half the time he's actually pretty bad.
And yeah, pretty much.
And it is a tough watch. I mean, and you've said it before, that first inning is paramount for him.
You know exactly what type of outing it's going to be in that first inning.
Is it 13 pitches or 33? Yeah, it tells all you need to know.
Right. And if it is 13 pitches, it'll be a good outing, but there will also be an inning where it's like,
oh, yeah. There'll be some adversity. There will.
For sure.
Against this lineup, there'll be adversity. There will.
And then he'll have like one random outing where it's like 7 scoreless with like 7 strikeouts and no walks. And you're like, oh, okay.
Right. Alex, our loyal viewer and listener, says, great win. Just got home. Packed stadium, electric atmosphere. It looked quick, awesome. Alex. It looked awesome.
Yeah, it did. That place has been packed all week.
Good to have Faye with us in the chat as always. Lots of loyal viewers here tonight. Michael Miller, who's been with us since day one.
Wait, what did Faye say? How did you like your favorite Padres score to only run?
Right.
Hey, it was the winning run, so we loved it.
Yeah, we both like it. But we got a lot of loyal viewers here. If it's your first time here, or if you've been here for months and months and months, we appreciate you hanging out. Michael, who's been here for forever. Rich McGuire.
What's up, Rich?
Rich was at the game. Rich is always at the game, right? You text us.
Rich was at the game for sure.
Yeah. Let's tell you guys about our title sponsors. The way we're able to do the wrap-up show consistently on a night-in, night-out basis. It's Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance, who is over the moon, obviously, with the way the Padres are playing, especially here tonight. He's a huge Padres fan, really is. He's a native San Diegan. He's a great insurance agent. I have my insurance through him. Auto, home, renter's life, earthquake, whatever it is. Mark Nimitz is your San Diego insurance agent. I have my homeowners and my earthquake through Mark. I just had a claim that he took care of and made super simple. He really did. He can save you so much money. I mean, just by switching your insurance, you're going to save $750 or more with him. So he can help save you $750. If you have a claim, he can literally save you thousands of dollars. You can get to his website by clicking the link down below. You get a quote on this site. You can get all of his contact information. He's got great service. If you just want to talk Padres baseball with him, he is there for you. So if you have insurance needs, we ask that you get in contact with Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance, the title sponsor of the wrap-up show since day one.
All his information is above my head, mnimitz at farmersagent.com. When you reach out to him, as always, let him know that John and Jim from the wrap-up show sent you.
Absolutely. And thank you again, Mark Nimitz, for your support of this channel.
Do you want to hear from MacKenzie Gore?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
We're going to hear from MacKenzie Gore, who, by the way, his velocity was down. He did throw as hard as 95, I want to say. He was sitting, I don't know where he was sitting tonight, Jim, 92?
He bumped it up. He hit 95, 96, but he also went down to 92, 93. Maybe that's just a part of like location. Like when you like.
Right. You take a little bit off for the sake of location.
Right. Maybe.
Potentially.
All right. You ready?
I am.
Felt good. We had to fight a little bit tonight. But yeah, 5 scoreless. Not going to complain about that. So
it looked like you really had to battle through a lot of traffic tonight. And what was the key to being able to do that?
Just one pitch at a time. Understanding what was going on in the game, and Nola was calling a really good game, and just kind of trusting what what he was calling, and did a good job. So,
how big were those outs against Bryce Harper, especially?
yeah, they were big. We got in trouble, and then there he is. It's not the guy you want to face, but we made pitches, had good sequences the whole night against him. I thought, and so yeah, we got big outs. Had a good time. So
Bob had mentioned that Ruben and Austin were both working with you, not necessarily on mechanical changes, but in terms of changing where you were starting your off-speed pitch to induce the mechanical change. How did that go? How difficult is it to do something like that in the middle of a game?
That's what it's all about. Pitchers do that all the time. I had to make try to get in the zone a little better, where we could swings, and we did a good enough job of it. It wasn't great, but we did enough to get people out when we needed to. So
was it encouraging to see the velocity bump back up after you started?
All right, that was it.
All right, so MacKenzie Gore with Bob Scanlon, Bally Sports, San Diego. By the way, Mark Nimitz, our title sponsor, with us here tonight in the chat. Always awesome to have Mark with us. And I know he's a lot happier, as we all are, following a win. So, Mark, thanks for hanging out. Again, if you have insurance needs, that's who you contact. Link down below. By the way, great to hear our buddy Carter is out of the hospital, had surgery within the last 48 hours. So, Carter, hope you're doing well. Great to have you with us, as always, in the chat. Want to get to our buddy 619 Cam with his super. Thank you guys for the supers. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you're here live, you can subscribe. If you're here on replay, you can hit that thanks button. Also, if you're here live, you can hit that super button, the $ down below. Great way to support this channel. We get to all the supers as always. Cam, great to have you. He says, sup, fellas. Great win and good game by Zokar and the bullpen for the most part. Maybe Snell turns it around tomorrow. Always enjoy your chat. Thank you so much, Cam. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you, Cam. Appreciate you. Am I messed up?
Yeah, you are a little bit.
What is happening?
Not a lot, though. Compared to your standards of like 3 months ago, we're not there.
Okay.
I think we're okay. I think let's just bear with it. I think we just bear with
All right.
it. I think you'll be fine.
It shows that I'm messed, but whatever.
But Cam, to your point, bullpen, yes. Zokar's played well for this team. Yes, maybe on Snell. So there's encouraging things. I mean, even like you said, we're not going to complain about the offense, Jim. Like you said, they had 7 hits tonight. Philadelphia had only 5. They had multi-hit game from Zokar. Abrams had a hit. Kim had a hit. Nola had the big hit. Hosmer had the double. Profar nearly homered off the top of the right field wall. So they had 7 hits. Now, they only scored 1 run, but it wasn't, they did some work. But again, what are we really asking for without Machado, Tatis, etc.?
The only thing that mattered tonight was the 1 run they scored that was more than the Phillies.
Right.
That's all that mattered.
I'm with you. Did we mention this? We did. I'm losing my mind. We've talked about the MLBPA LFGSD shirt, right? We've talked about that. Are there a couple of those, Jim, that are floating around?
Dude, there's like 20 different ones.
More than a couple.
But I think the ones that Alfaro was wearing today, made by Breaking Tea, I believe. Right. No, those are different.
No,
Breaking Tea
I don't know if it was. Yes, right.
These ones are made by Roto. I think those are like one of the official like shirt makers of Major League Baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And they're selling those. There's others too. There's a million. It just depends on which one you like the best. I kind of like the Breaking Tea ones the best because it's like the old school Padres font.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like the colors you're wearing right now.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. And this is the thank you, Rich McGuire. This is the giveaway from earlier this year, which is a great giveaway. The Tony Gwynn jersey T-shirt giveaway.
Oh, dude, it's great.
Yeah, it's a great giveaway. But yeah, the LFGSD shirt is going to be like the 2022 theme, I think, all summer long.
I know it is. Do the Padres have the stones to put a hashtag out there? LFG.
Let me answer that for you.
No,
I don't think they do.
No, they don't.
Put LFGSD in the chat right now.
Yeah,
LFGSD in the chat. Let's get those rolling.
We're not PG.
No, we are. That I can promise you.
We are far from that.
That I can promise you.
Yes.
Again, if you're just joining us, 1-0 Padres over the Phillies. We said it earlier. First time in modern history, that's since at least 1900, that a major league player has driven in the only run of a game off his brother. That's the thing with baseball, Jim. And you and I are diehards, and we've been watching the sport our whole lives. That's the one thing I'll say. I love football. I love basketball. We all have sports we love, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's something about baseball. They've been playing this professionally at the highest level since the 1870s, and we're still getting things like that. Like weird things happen every night in the major leagues. Weird things happen every night in the big leagues, and it's special. I mean, what happened tonight with the Nola on Nola situation is special and unique.
Yep.
And we may never see again, truthfully.
Probably not. But baseball, you're right. It's the weirdest, greatest game because of stuff like tonight.
Absolutely.
What? Rich?
Oh.
What? Okay.
By the way, while we have a moment, can you guys please enter for this cap giveaway from Parks to Normal? I'll put the link in the chat. You can see the cap on the screen as well. If you want to win this cap from Parks and Normal, all you need to do is click on that link, and all you need to do is put your name and your email. There's my email, by the way, for the 1,000th time.
Don't email John Schaefer.
Yeah, don't email me at my personal email address. That would be great if you didn't. But again, all you need to do is put your name and email, and you're entered to win. We're going to announce the winner July 5th. You have until July 4th to enter. If you want multiple entries, if you want additional entries, all you have to do is click on the buttons down below by subscribing to our newsletter, subscribing to our Wrap Up Show YouTube channel. Even if you're already a subscriber, you can get the additional entries by clicking on that. You can follow us on Spotify and listen to the audio-only edition of the Wrap Up Show, which we put out every single night after the YouTube show. You can follow our radio show, Extra 1360 from 3 to 6. You can follow us on social media. You can follow us on Twitch. So if you want to win this cap, we're giving away 2 of these caps. I just held up 3 fingers, but it's really 2.
We're giving away 3 of these caps.
San Diego Mexican Legacy cap from Parks and Normal. They've got cool caps like the one I'm wearing right now, and this Mexican Legacy cap that we are giving away to 2 lucky viewers and entrants on July 5th. So please enter for your chance to win right now.
Yeah, the hats,
dope.
They're dope hats, man. They are amazing hats. Trust us. The quality of these hats are next level. I went to Vaughn's the other day. I was wearing the hat. I had somebody literally stop out of their tracks and come to me to ask me about the hat.
That's awesome. Yeah. High quality, great stitch work. The suede brim, under.
You love the suede. I think the suede parts are your favorite.
It is, and the suede on this one, it's spectacular.
Yeah, it's nice. It's next level.
It's spectacular. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Back to this win for the Padres again over the Phillies. A couple of things I want to get to. Manny Machado. I mean, for his second consecutive day, they wanted to see how his ankle responded to agility training yesterday, whatever he was doing on field. And he was back out there today. He was hitting in the cage. He was back on the field. Bob Melvin did not rule out the possibility of a pinch hit appearance. It sounded unlikely he would start a game as a DH this weekend. He did not rule out the possibility of an appearance for Manny Machado. So maybe, Jim, we're inching closer to Machado. I don't know, appearing maybe even this weekend at Petco Park against the Phillies. Maybe. So there's a chance.
He won't be in the field. I can tell you that. If he's not had a pinch hit by at least Sunday, what do you think?
So then they're off Monday. I'd still be okay with it, obviously, because of the injury. Then he'd be available maybe Tuesday, which would be day 9 of what would have been a 10-day IL stint potentially, or day 8. I'm okay with it. I mean, whatever's best, whatever they think is best. If it needs an extra day or 2 or even longer and they didn't put him on the IL, right, I'm still okay with it. It's Manny Machado. If Manny Machado doesn't want to go on the IL, you don't put him on the IL, is what I would say.
Yeah. And I'm fine with the no comments. It is what it is. And Manny is, he's very protective of his health. Whenever he's hurt, no one knows about it, which is kind of a baller move, to be honest with you, because there's no pity party at all here. And there's a lot of players in every sport that throw pity parties because they're injured. If I wasn't injured, I would have been better. And you hear none of that from Manny at all, ever.
Right.
Which is one of his best qualities as a player.
Completely agree. We had the random discussion today on the radio about the free agent class of Machado and Harper. and whether the Padres were in actually on both. Remember, Peter Seidler, I had forgotten about this. Peter Seidler flew to Las Vegas, we believe, to meet with Bryce Harper at some point during that process.
Station promotion. Marty caught up with Bryce Harper today and asked him about how close he was to signing with the Padres. SportsSD.com.
Ooh, look at you.
Or extra 1360 on Twitter. And I retweeted it as well from my account.
Did you just post that?
I think she did.
I was going to say, I haven't seen that. I'm curious to see what, I mean, I kind of want to pull that up, but your internet is bad.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong right now.
It's all right. It's been worse.
It always has been. It's been way worse.
It's always been worse, exactly. But yeah, Manny, soon is what I would say. I can't bet against him, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him pinch hit tomorrow. And if it's not Saturday or Sunday, we're going to see him Tuesday or Wednesday in Arizona. That would be my speculation.
Yeah.
Matthew, thank you again for the super. Thank you guys for the supers, and thank you again for being here tonight, whether it's live or on replay. Padres over the Phillies 1-0. It's the wrap-up show with John and Jim. Matthew says this: Machado was doing lateral movement drills today for when he watches a home run, he launches into left field soon. Right, because he's going to have to round the bases, by the way, when he does that. And by the way, if he does pinch hit in a game, we talked about this maybe yesterday, that doesn't even mean he needs to run the bases, truthfully. He can pinch hit, and he can be pinch run for. Obviously, he needs to run to some extent, but he can be pinch run for.
I mean, when you're hitting, make sure your ankle, I don't know, your ankle,
it's all a factor.
It's everything there, you know? And you're going to be now wearing like a brace on probably like a shin guard or something down there, right?
I'm sure it'll be taped like crazy.
It's his left ankle, so it's his front side, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, definitely brace down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you again, Matthew. And thank you,
Thanks,
Sean,
man,
for this super as well, who asks over-under Tatis doesn't get hurt in a season. So you're saying, okay, whenever he comes back, will he remain active for a remainder of the year? Yes or no, essentially? I mean, I got to cross my fingers and hope for a yes. I mean, we just got to – that would just suck. I don't have a better word for it. It would just suck if you got him July 25th and he went on the IL in August or September. It would just absolutely suck.
I hate saying it, but it's the truth. He's injury prone.
Mm-hmm.
And until he breaks that stereotype, that's what people are going to say about him. Like, Tatis is great when he's on the field, when he's not hurt, if he's healthy. And he's got to just, there's only one way to break out of that stereotype, and is you just got to play healthy. You got to play a full season.
Mm-hmm.
When he gets back, he's got to play it the rest of the year. Like, there's no doubt that he'll get nicks and bruises and whatever it is, and he might have to sit a couple games here and there, but like none of this IL stuff anymore. Like big, like long-term IL stuff. Got to be healthy, man.
I'm with you. So, yeah, let's all cross our fingers, seriously, for Tatis. When he does return, he stays on the field for the remainder of the season. We can talk about future seasons as well. I'm just concerned right now about 2022. I know what I was talking about, and I lost my train of thought. Machado, Harper, free agent class. We kind of looked at the numbers earlier today. Obviously, no one here is going to go out on a limb and be like, man, they should have signed Harper, not Machado. There was a conversation about potentially signing both. If you look at the numbers, I mean, Harper obviously won the MVP last year. He's been very productive in Philadelphia. With all that being said, the year after he left D.C., the Nats won the World Series. It's an interesting conversation about who's provided more value for their club over the last 3+ seasons. But it's hard to say that Manny Machado hasn't added just as much value, if not more, than Bryce Harper, because he's been dependable, because of his ability to field his position. And really, I mean, think about 2020. I mean, they go 37-23. He was, MVP caliber that year for the Padres as well. So it would be an interesting conversation, like who's been better, who's worth more, but they've both been good, truthfully.
Have the Phillies made the postseason with Harper there?
Man, that is a good question. Did they make it in the pandemic year or not? I don't think they did.
I don't think they did.
With Joe Girardi, was that his first year? Now, Miami made the postseason that year. Philadelphia didn't.
I don't know, man. Hold on.
Look at just Google. When's the last time Philadelphia made the playoffs? That's a great question in general. I don't know. I don't know the last time the Phillies were in the postseason. I'm curious, actually. I'm very curious. Maybe I'm forgetting a year recently.
All right, hold on.
They were not in last year at 82 and 80. Or so last time when they won 100 games in 2011, is that right?
They have not been in the postseason. No, not with Harper's
Since
there.
2011?
So Manny has been a bigger impact of a player than Bryce Harper.
But 2011 was like Halladay, Oswalt, Hamels. Okay. Like,
dude,
Roy Halladay.
I know.
That's going
the late Roy Halladay.
Right.
Rest in peace.
The late great Roy Halladay. Juan, thank you for the super, and thank you guys for chiming in here in the chat. Juan says, I know how the dad of both Nolas couldn't figure out who to root for. It must be an amazing feeling, but also heartbreaking. LFG wrap-up show. I like that. LFG
I like that too.
wrap-up show. Thank you, Juan, again for the super. Yeah, I love how the dad of both Nolas couldn't figure. I mean, it's crazy. I mean,
what are you supposed to do?
As someone that's the father of one child and knowing how life-changing that is and knowing how you see the world through their eyes, or you try to, like the idea of your sons being in competition against each other and you can't root for both, and knowing one's going to be happy and one's going to be sad, one's going to be disappointed, one will be elated. That's just weird. It really is.
I'll look at it this way. The last time the Phillies were in San Diego facing the Padres, Aaron Nola got the better of
he did.
Austin. Tonight, Austin got the better of Aaron. So if you're a parent, you're like, okay, cool. It's tied 1-1.
Even.
It's even.
Now they got to play again.
Well, head to head. You know what I mean? Not as overall.
I mean, I think this would be a pretty good playoff series. We've said this about a lot of the teams, like Milwaukee.
This was
I think this is a little bit of a scary.
Dude.
This to me is scarier than Milwaukee. It's probably scarier than St. Louis. Now the Phillies haven't been as good as those teams right now, but they're right there. They're within a couple of games.
I would say that the Cardinals are the scariest just because it's the freaking Cardinals and it seems like you're always playing them.
True.
Phillies, like, you could get through, but still every at bat would be just like
torture.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet, John. We're not there yet.
No, there's time. There's time, but
just a little time. Yeah.
The Padres are now, what'd you say? I'm losing track of the record now. 45 and 28? 45
and 28. You're 17.
So we are 8 games away from the halfway point, which means we're 8 games away from the turn. So we're right in the thick of things right now. I mean, we are right in the thick of things. So again, it's not early. It's not late. It's not late, but it's certainly not early at this point either. Can we talk about CJ Abrams for a moment?
Sure.
CJ Abrams made a couple of, this was like a GOAT hero game. He made some gaffes on the base paths. He also made
defensive play.
2 amazing defensive plays. The laying out for the ball back a second on that liner was a hell of a play.
Yep.
And then a glove flip play he made look easier than is. I promise you that. He is a brilliant defensive player. He is a work in progress on offense. He's a work in progress as a youthful player in general.
Yeah.
But he is a brilliant defensive player.
Yep. He's been really good defensively.
Yes.
That play he made tonight, you're like, holy shit.
Whoa.
That's a hang a star on that one right there. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
But yeah, his hitting is there's times when you're like, he needs more time in the minors, you know?
And I guess ultimately, Jim, I mean, what do you think? He'll get it when Tatis is back, I guess.
You guess. But the good thing right now is thinking kind of no matter what, you're going to get consistent playing time here. Because his first trip around, you're like, he has an 0-for-4 night. He might not play for 3 days.
Right. But now he's playing.
Now he's playing, yeah.
Yeah, he's playing regardless.
Yeah. Johnny, I don't know, dude. It's not a good night for my internet.
It's
the first
weird.
time. It's the first time my internet shit itself in months.
That's all right.
It's having a bad night, all right? It's having a bad night.
Break tonight. We do want to remind our viewers about our brand new partner here on the Wrap-Up Show, Omar Sanchez, Edge Home Finance. His number right now is in the chat. He's available to you, phone or text. It's actually 24 hours a day. You can text him right now to say, go Padres, what a win. 619-387-7798. We always talk about our relationship with our partners, and they're all San Diegans. Omar Sanchez went to San Diego State. He grew up in San Diego. He's a native to San Diego and is a lifelong Padres fan. He's here to help all Padres fans with their mortgage needs. You can text him or scan that QR code on the screen. He's your San Diego native mortgage broker. He can help get you into your dream home. As simple as that. He can help get you into your dream home. He can also help you refinance to consolidate your debt. If you're in the process of buying or refinancing and would like a second opinion to make sure you're getting the best deal possible, just call or text Omar at any point for a free consultation. And if you're a realtor, by the way, Omar is looking for local partners as well. Omar Sanchez, if you support this channel, if you have any mortgage needs, if you're thinking about buying a home, if you're thinking about refinancing to consolidate debt, please get in contact with Omar Sanchez, again, by scanning that QR code on the screen right now or by texting 619-387-7798.
Yep, barcode up in the corner over there. Very easy. Just click on it with your phone. It'll take you right to his website. 619-387-7798. Text him literally whenever. He told us to let you know that you can text him any time of the day. He'll always be there for you for any mortgage or loan needs. 619-387-7798. When you reach out to Omar, let him know you found him through the wrap-up show.
And thank you, Omar, for your support of this channel. Jim and I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I was wondering this, Matthew, as well. Seems like CJ was expecting a hit and run, and the hit didn't show up. But whomever the batter was squared to bunt. So it wasn't a hit and run. So it maybe crossed signals. He was also out by a lot, which surprised me a little bit. And Real Muto can throw. But there was that. And then he was picked off, right? He was picked off by Real Muto as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not the – he had everything in this game. Like CJ Abrams had some amazing moments and some not great moments.
He's a rookie, man. He's a rookie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone had a suggestion for you on your internet. Sad Fryer.
Oh, dude, I don't want to.
No.
Not right now.
I'm blocking. Did you block that? You blocked that.
I just did it, yeah.
Okay.
I do not want a Hosmer All-Star. Actually, that'd be kind of funny to wear a Hosmer All-Star shirt.
Would you wear that on the wrap-up show?
Hell yeah, I would.
It's got Machado on it.
When we have one in the building somewhere that it's great that I'm happy that everybody in our building got a All-Star game shirt except for the sports station. I love that about us.
Maybe we'll get it Monday.
Yeah, probably Monday. Yeah.
Okay, this is interesting right here. Again, approaching the halfway point. We know there's a zillion games to play. So right now, the Giants are the first team out, and the Padres are 5.5 games better than the Giants, or 5.5 game lead on a playoff spot. So that's what it is. Now, they had a very comparable lead a year ago, Jim. They had more than 5.5 games at one point a year ago. I know that. Probably 6 or 7 games at one point, maybe more, 7.5 at one point a year ago. But 5.5 is not nothing. I promise you that. Like they've built something here over the first 70-plus games of the year. And now the question is, can it be held and sustained? And like we've said, like for weeks now, Jim, there's no reason we believe that it can't be held or sustained with the way they're playing right now.
I think and we've talked about it, like the biggest reason why is Melvin, obviously. You read the articles from Dennis recently, and you just hear stuff like, whenever he's in the dugout, just it's a calming presence to the entire team. He's our leader. When you hear stuff like that from your players, like not unprompted, but kind of, because you didn't really see this much from players last year on Jay Stingler. And that's not, not a slight on Tingler, but he's not Bob Melvin.
Mm-hmm.
And Tingler tried to be like Bob Melvin, but when you try hard to be something you're not, people see it right through it. And I felt like that was kind of what the Tingler thing was last year. He was trying to be something he's not, and that's not like a bad thing. It's just like he's a first-time manager, and he was trying to do things that he thought was right. It's just players know, and they saw right through Tingler, and they saw right through Andy Green, and you don't see through Melvin because that's who he is, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's who Melvin is. And they're like, everybody in that clubhouse and dugout knows what he brings to the table, and that's why you hear stuff like he's a calming presence. He's our leader. He, helps everybody out. It's just so great to have him as our manager.
By the way, a great point or note from our buddy on Twitter at Too Much Mortons. There's a great follow if you're a Padres fan at Too Much Mortons _. He says Padres gain a game on everyone in the wild card. All 7 teams behind them lost today. So all 7 over 500 teams other than the Padres in the National League lost today. That is a 1 in a million type result.
Braves, Milwaukee, Giants, Cardinals, Phillies,
Dodgers.
Well, they're not behind. The Dodgers beat the Braves tonight.
I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Like, didn't the Dodgers win? Okay, so 7 teams though behind them.
I only have 5.
I guess 2 others. Everyone in the wild card, all 7. Maybe Miami. I'd have to.
I don't know.
Look, but that's a good night.
Good night.
That is a very good night. Just kind of scrolling through to see if we missed anything. Feel free to comment in the chat if we did. As again, the Padres beat the Phillies 1-0. They do so behind MacKenzie Gore and Bill Krismat. You talked about Luis Garcia struck out the side. I mean, what a signing, by the way, for AJ Preller, Luis Garcia.
Very good.
That's big time signing. Taylor Rogers trade, big time trade. Sean Manaea trade, big time trade. I mean, there's some
pitching wins.
Yep. I mean, some big time moves.
Miami and Arizona. There you go.
Miami and Arizona. All right. Thank you, Sad Fryer. We appreciate that. He made there were some good acquisitions. Even offensively, Voit is at his moments. I know he was over 4 with 4 Ks tonight. I know he did not look good.
Classic early season Voit right there.
Man, he did not look good tonight. Whatever. I know that the Padres struck out 13 times in this game. That's a big number. It's a really big number. I know Hosmer struck out 3 times. I know. I
don't care.
That's what I'm saying. I know it all, but I know that they won.
Doesn't matter to me.
I'm with you. It really doesn't. It does not matter. And now we turn our attention again to Blake Snell, who will start tomorrow. Who's throwing for Philadelphia? I looked that up earlier. But Blake Snell tomorrow. I'll pull that up. Snell's numbers on the year. Blake Snell. Come on, internet.
Both of our internet sucks tonight.
Sucks. Snell is winless with a 5.46. He's 0-4. Zach Eflin will throw for the Phillies. He's been all right. He's 2-5. That's not good. He's got a 4.43. So his numbers aren't worse than Blake Snell's. That's your Saturday night 7-10 pitching matchup. Then Sunday, Kyle Gibson. We talked a lot about last year at the trade deadline. 4-3, 4.06 against Yu Darvish. 7-3 this year, 3.17. He's pitched beautifully, other than one start in San Francisco. So, what would you take, Jim? I mean, you take one of the next 2, and you got a 5-2 homestand.
Yeah, you take that in a heartbeat. After Sunday, you told me they're going 5-2 in this homestand. I'd be like,
wait, what?
So I have to give you my left arm. Like, what are we doing here?
Is that possible?
Yeah, how is that possible?
We're not doing this anymore, Juan. We're I don't know if I don't think we're doing that, right, Jim?
No, it's not off the table, just not tonight.
Exactly, just not
tonight. It's not off the table though. Just saying. Those only crazy nights for big occasions.
I mean, this was a cool game. This was a Friday night. This was a fun one to watch. I don't know if this is, hey, let's get hammered tonight.
Like, look, when Tatis comes back and he has 2 home runs in the game.
Oh my gosh.
$20 for a shot. 100%.
We do want to remind you about Aura. All right. A great partner of the wrap-up show for a handful of months at least now. ORA.organic. Their link is down below. You can shop as you watch the wrap-up show night in and night out. Best of all, you click Take the Quiz, you get 30% off your very first order. Simple as that. Plant-based nutritional products to improve your health this year. That's what they offer. Plant-based nutritional products to improve your health or your family's health, whether it is probiotics. I take one every single day for digestion, or proteins, which you could take after workouts, or pre-workout supplements, or omega-3 oils, or immunity supplements, or sleep pills. They have something that can improve your health. I promise you that. And it's entirely plant-based. And their co-founder, Will, is a San Diegan and a huge Padres fan. So if you want to improve your health, if you want to support this channel, it's as simple as going to ORA.organic or clicking the link down below and browsing their site and clicking that Take the Quiz button to get 30% off your first order.
Yep, www.aura.organic. Everything you need to live a healthy lifestyle. Trust us, it's the best. It's the best out there. It's all organic, vegan. It tastes delicious. The pre-workout I have, the raspberry lemonade flavor. I mean, if you don't like raspberry lemonade, I don't know, something's wrong with you. and this tastes delicious. So go there right now, www.aura.organic, 30% off your first order. Everything you need for a healthy lifestyle. We're hooking you up. Take the quiz. You'll thank us later.
Okay, so Faye says if Snell gets the win tomorrow, Jim needs to take a shot.
Well, we're not doing a wrap-up show.
Oh,
tomorrow,
true.
Faye.
Well, you can still take a shot.
I'll do one for you, okay? I'll do a shot for you.
There we
right?
go. That's a team player.
Yeah.
Michael agrees, by the way. Now, Quan has doubled down on your shot.
Oh, Jesus.
And he will down a half bottle of Hennessy.
Guys, the 5 innings.
Encouraging this, by the way.
I mean, can we up the standards a little bit? Maybe go if Snell throws a complete game tomorrow, he'll down. That's more. I mean, he could throw 5 innings, guys.
Game you could offer like gold bars to everyone. I mean, can he go 9 innings?
That's what I mean. Yes, you don't, Quan. You do not say I'll down half a bottle of Hennessy if he goes 5 innings. Like
5 shutout.
5 shutout. No.
Really?
No.
I mean,
you say 9
shutout innings.
You go shutout.
I mean, listen, I'm not encouraging any of this. If you guys want to do it, we're all adults.
Guys, it's not like Snell's never won a baseball game before. He could win a baseball game.
Hopefully not, Corey. Hopefully it's possible.
Tomorrow. Everyone's getting drunk tomorrow.
Hopefully he doesn't ruin your night. Faye says raspberry lemonade shots.
That's a good idea, Faye. You know what's up.
Thanks for hanging out, Drew. Thank you guys again for your support of this channel. Look at this. Alex just says quality start. 6 innings, 3 runs.
Jeez, man.
6 innings, 3 runs. Look at this is great. It's a complete game, a whole handle.
Oh, Jesus.
You're
dead. You're dead. You're dead.
Yeah,
you're dead.
Okay, now Faye says you already said it. Does that mean you're gonna do?
I said I would take a shot for Faye. Yeah.
Okay, but is it going to be on the internet or just in general?
Faye, you're just gonna have to trust me.
You could like send a photo or something.
Oh yeah, we text all the time.
Do you?
No.
Matthew says a quality star from Snell. Take a shot. Can we not call him Snellzilla?
I don't call him Snellzilla. I don't go bump day. You got to earn that, and he hasn't earned it yet.
Right.
None of this. No more Snellzilla. Come on, win a game. Pitch 6 innings. Be a man.
Be a man. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, guys. What a night for the Friars. 1-0. Austin Nola.
My back hurts.
Beats Aaron Nola. Really unbelievable. And then the bullpen holds a 1-0 lead against the Phillies all night long. Unbelievable. Great win. Padres are 17 games over 500. As we always say, if you're with us every single night or you're here live or on replay, maybe you're a longtime viewer and you've never subscribed. Maybe it's your first time here and you haven't subscribed. Please subscribe. I mean, that's really all we ask of our viewers every single night. We love your interaction. We appreciate the supers. All we really ask is you subscribe to this channel, The Wrap Up Show on YouTube. Also, you can hit the notification bell. You'll be notified whenever we go live or have a new video. Also, smash the like button for a Padres win. Follow us on Twitter, at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD, at John and Jim. Our radio show from 3 to 6 on Extra 1360 and the iHeart Radio app. Please support our partners, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. If you have auto, home, renters, life insurance needs, earthquake insurance needs, Mark can save you $750 on your insurance. There is a link down below. ORA.organic. You can save 30% off your very first order. There's a link down below. Plant-based nutritional products. Great company run by a San Diegan. And also Omar Sanchez at Edge Home Finance. If you have mortgage needs or are looking to refinance to consolidate debt, scan the QR code on the screen right now for Omar Sanchez, who's also a San Diegan and a lifelong Padres fan and out of San Diego State. Padres win it 1-0. Thank you guys. Seriously, awesome night. Great job by the chat. We'll be back Sunday night, wrapping up Padres, Phillies, 4-game set, looking ahead to a big week where the Padres renew their season series against the Dodgers next week. All right? Dodgers, Padres again next week from Dodgers Stadium. For Jim, I'm John. Be responsible. It's the wrap-up show. Peace. Have a good weekend.